Good morning, Michael Whitehouse, the guy who knows a guy. Here, I got a question last night from someone who was asking me, if you're not comfortable with networking events, you're not really kind of like someone used to work in the party scene, how do you start a networking conversation at a networking event? First thing I pointed out in my answer was to remember networking event, everyone's there for the same reason, which is to network, hopefully. Some people are there for the free wine and beer, but mostly you're there to network. So when you remember that, it kind of takes some of the pressure off. And I also pointed out, most people have that same awkward question on their mind. How do you start a networking conversation? How do I talk to people? So I explained that if you approach somebody and engage them in conversation, they'll probably be relieved because they wanted to start conversations too, but they weren't really sure how, and you just did the work for them. But then he was wondering, how do you what do you say? How do you start it? What's your opening question? What's your name? What do you do? And I said, the best thing to do is focus on what you have to offer, which means focusing on what they need. So ask them, what can I do for you? What are you here looking for? And when you do that, they'll often tell you. Sometimes they'll be surprised and won't have an answer. It'll take them a second. But find out, really what they're hoping to accomplish, what they're hoping to gain from this. And if they tell you, well, I really need a great accountant, now rack your brain, think about your network, who you might know, who you might be able to refer, or whatever it is they need. See if there's any way you can help. Maybe there's someone in the room that you've met. If not, there might be someone else someone in your contacts, someone you went to school with. You never know. Average person knows 250 people. You probably know someone who can help solve their problem. And that gets the conversation, the relationship off on the right foot. And from there, you're on your own, but I think you can take it from there. So that's just some tips from Michael Whitehouse, the guy who knows a guy. This book is still available on Amazon, so just search there or go to guywhoknowsaguy.com for a link to the book as well as my blog with other great networking tips. Thank you very much, and do something awesome today.